Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Stapleton, and welcome to Wanderers Who Love Amawaterways, a service of Stapleton Direct Travel. Who is Stapleton Direct Travel? Well, we've been in business for 10 years, and we help you to develop those dream vacations around the world. Vacations that will last a lifetime, that you will remember for years and decades to come, that you can talk to your grandkids about, tell them about the wonderful experience, the sights, the sounds, the smells that you discovered. We are here in the front seat to guide you along every step of the way and make sure you have an eventful vacation that you'll remember for, like I said, years to come. On this channel, we specifically work with Amawaterways. Amawaterways, 25-year-old company. They currently have plans to have 30 ships in the water by spring of 2027, and eventually they will have 50 ships in the water in the years to come. So they are aggressively building on the 25-year legacy they have created. They are professionals in expert luxury river cruising. Your entire experience. Uh, you don't have a whole lot of people on every ship. They're river based, not ocean based. So they're in the rivers of Europe, Southeast Asia, or Far East Asia, Egypt, the Nile River, Portugal, Colombia. They're only river cruising ships, and they are a luxury experience. So you pay more to get more, like I like to say. You get an experience that you can talk about for years. So sit back, relax. As usual, I like to always talk about some segment of the promotions that are running, but this week, because there's so many that are time sensitive, I want to make sure that you're aware of them. So we're going to spend some time through those and walk through them and let you know everything that's available to you. And as you can see, I'm outside enjoying this 80 plus weather. We're in the 85, 86 range here in Akron, Ohio. And I cannot complain. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I decided to come outside and enjoy the weather while I do some work. So bear with me today because I am going to be covering a lot of material. It's a lot to remember, so I'm not going to try. I'm actually going to read it from the cheat sheets that I have to my right, your left. So you'll see me glancing over. So I apologize that I'm not keeping eye contact with you during the video, but please stay tuned, stay in tune to what we're talking about today because you're going to benefit from planning a vacation even 2 years out. The amount of savings that you will see by taking advantage of the promotions that I'm going to talk about today that are offered through Alma Waterways, you'll be glad you did. So hang on, sit back, relax, and we will get started. Okay, so I'm just going to run down my list. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. Like I said, I'm going to be glancing over here at my notes so I can remember it all and give you a thorough presentation. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the triple savings promotion. This offers you up to $2,000 off per stateroom on select sailings for 2026, a complimentary stateroom upgrade, and a $100 onboard credit. Hence the term triple savings promotion. You save three different ways. Give me a moment. I'm just going to silence my phone because I heard it go off, and I want this to be as thorough and uninterrupted as possible. Okay, so that is available through June 30th of 2026. This is a reoccurring uh, promotion. Usually it has an expiration date. Quite often they extend it. Currently, it's available until June 30th. What does that mean? That means by June 30th, you have to have a $400 deposit to hold your group, or excuse me, to hold your cruise. I'm thinking of groups because groups have a totally different rule. If you're doing a group, you only need $200. But so $400 is going to hold your stateroom, and you can plan all the way out as far as you want. But these are specifically for 2026. 2026 sailings, the triple savings promotion. They're usually of the year that you're in when they talk about those. Number two, complimentary land package. The complimentary land package is something that Waterways again prides themselves on. They're a pioneer of it. What they do is they offer you a 2 to 4 day extension on your cruise, paid for by Waterways. Free 99, FREE, free 99. That's the best price I know of. You get to stay 2 days, up to 4 days in places like Paris, Barcelona, uh, Portugal, Colombia, those types of places. You can't beat that. and that is for European and Columbia departures. It can be combined with specific air promotions. The air promotions being like the Air Plus and some of the other things we'll talk about in just a bit here. Next, if you skip the land or triple savings promotion, you can still secure a flat rate up to $2,500 off your stateroom on select 26 and 27 routes. So if you don't have any of those to apply, or you choose not to take advantage of them, then you can apply the 25 up to $2,500 off per stateroom cruise savings alternative. Next, the Mekong 2-for-1 land package. You can buy one land package for the Mekong River because they don't have the complimentary package for Asia. These are for Southeast Asia itineraries. You pay one person, the second person goes for free on that extended portion, which, getting back to that extended complimentary land package, that's 2 to 4 nights. It includes breakfast, it includes transportation to and from the ship, it includes a hotel, it includes all your activities while you're on that extended portion. So that's something you really want to think about if you're talking about Amawaterways, because it sets them apart and it saves you a lot of money in the long run. Excuse me. Next, airfare and add-on special. We talked about airfare. Air Plus fixed rates are now $599. They were dropped back in April because of the price of gas, price of airline tickets worldwide. Amawaterways recognized that was a problem. They said, hey, we need to do something to help people with their airfare. So they came up with a $400 reduction in price. So for $599, 2 people from most continental U.S. gateways can fly for free to your Europe destinations. If you choose not to take the economy route, it's going to cost you $22.99 for premium economy and $42.99, which is business class or first class. So you have per person, mind you. So if you take the $599 per person option round trip, that's all you're going to pay for your Europe round trip airfare. A partner to that is the Egypt airfare for certain 2026 Secrets of Egypt and the Nile itineraries that feature complimentary round trip airfare options. You get free air. You pay nothing. All you pay is your cruise fare. How good is that? Is that good? Oh, man, that's good. I just got to tell you, that's good. That is awesome. I really love that. Another offer, Christmas season savings, up to $2,000 off savings per stateroom on 2026 holiday market cruises, plus a choice between a complimentary round trip economy flight or a free land package. That is something that is unique to this time period, that they started a new promotion, so you can either get the round trip economy airfare for free, or you can get the free land package, your choice. Military discounts. Active, veteran, and retired personnel save $250 per person using a certain promotion code. I make sure you get that if you're a qualified veteran or military active member. Or you can access exclusive 2-for-1 cruise fare for certain select dates. That's another great code that I would put in there for you. So we always honor the military, great heroes. I'm a veteran myself. Take advantage of it if you can. That's great. Past guest referral. Past cruisers and their referred friends both earn $200 in stateroom savings on 26 sailings using another promo code. So that's another one. All these are stackable. If they don't say that they can be combined, they are combinable. So you can save multiple ways on your cruise journey. Group window extension. Enhanced protections apply to groups. Contracts made through May with client names required by August 31st. So May has passed. So I don't think that extension is still going on. You would have had that contract in place by May 31st, and then you would have had to have names and deposits per staterooms for certain individuals, or each individual in the stateroom, in order for that to apply. Okay. Just running through some things, my notes here. We talked about the complimentary land package. Again, it expires June 30th. We talked about the $599 Air Plus, which expires June 30th. Round trip air for 2 at $599. You're not going to find that anywhere if you try to look on your own. It's not going to happen. And it is combinable with most complimentary land packages. And it's also combinable with the triple savings, the solo officer, offers, and more. Okay, I'm just reading through the notes to make sure you get all the details. Complimentary round trip airfare to Colombia. So if you're taking a Colombia cruise up until June 30th, 2026, new individual reservations and groups on certain 2026 departures through Colombia are eligible for free round trip economy air for major U.S. and Canadian gateways. Additionally, guests will receive complimentary prepaid gratuities for the 7-night cruise. So you don't have to worry about your gratuities at all. Some people take cash anyway because there's some consternation about Amawaterways and making sure that the money gets to the right person, so they like to do cash. And that's fine too. You can do that. Christmas savings we talked about, up to $2,000 off on 26 departures, expires June 30th for your booking. And you can choose either complimentary round trip air or pre and post land package to extend your journey on the Christmas sailings. Triple savings again called out here. We won't talk about that. We talked about that quite a bit, but it is you can also get up to $1,000 onboard credit and an upgrade. That's kind of what we talked about, and the $2,000 savings itself. Okay, it's windy out here, so let's get the next one up. Complimentary airfare to Egypt. I don't believe I talked about that, but you can get complimentary airfare to Egypt for two, again, for most U.S. gateways, for certain Egypt and the Nile departures. If you don't want the complimentary or free airfare, you can choose premium economy for $19.99 per person, or $29.99 per person for business class, which is the same as first class. And you can save up to $2,000 in cruise fare savings per stateroom on your 11-night journey. Not your 7, your 11-night, if you choose the 11-night journeys. If you choose the optional extensions into Dubai and Alexandria or Jordan, pre or post cruise, the complimentary round trip airfare is also applicable to those. Again, expiration June 30th. You notice a lot of these are June 30th. That's the reason why I'm doing this today, so you're aware of it. Air Plus is mentioned again. I hit it up a couple of times, so I want to make sure we don't miss it. City Escapes is something that is new as of April, I believe. Save up to $2,000 per stateroom on select 2026 City Escape departures, plus receive a complimentary stateroom upgrade and a $100 onboard credit, similar to the triple savings offer. Expires June 30th, 2026. City Escapes are those predestined journeys or itineraries where they purposely spend more time in each major city so you can enjoy the sights, sounds, the smells, the activities of each stay. So you don't have to be rushed and feel like, oh, we got to hurry up and get back to ship. We're going to miss something. No, they're going to let you stay there longer so you can take advantage of each opportunity at the port that you're going to be at. We talked about Mekong 2 for 1 land. Let me just go through the rest of these and make sure we got them all. Okay, loyalty members, loyalty appreciation cruises. The loyalty guests on select 26 sailings, you and your family and friends can receive these exclusive offers. A 2026 loyalty appreciation cruise, including $1,500 off cruise savings per person, a complimentary stateroom upgrade, and a $100 onboard credit. Plus double future cruise benefits. If you have a future cruise benefit, they will double the amount of the value that it is. And these are combinable with loyalty benefits. It expires based on capacity. Okay. If you're a solo traveler, you're eligible for a reduced single supplement of just 10% of the single supplement on these departures instead of the cruise savings, upgrade, and onboard credit. Not combinable with other offers. So if you're a solo traveler, there's a little bit of restriction there because you're occupying a room for two and they're not getting the revenue, and they want to make sure they can recoup some of that. For a limited time, there's a double referral offer. What that means is we're doubling the referral reward on 2026 departures, making it easier than ever for you to inspire new bookings. You will enjoy the following: up to a $200 in cruise savings per stateroom on a future reservation, and your friends will receive a $200 savings on their first Amawaterways cruise. So you get $200 for every referral that you send to Amawaterways on a future voyage. This incentive is a great way to encourage your clients or encourage your friends to reach out to their circle and start planning a river cruise vacation together. And we can help you do that. This expires August 31st, 2026. So if you have a group, we have a group of friends and you want to refer and you want to start this process, we can get you started on taking advantage of that. Okay, the Future Cruise Benefit Program I talked about before, that's currently doubled in some circumstances, is something that you can purchase within 30 days of disembarkation. Basically, before you leave the ship, or within 30 days after leaving, you're eligible to purchase a Future Cruise benefit for $200 per person. This gives you a 5% savings on a future sailing. It's combinable with the $100 loyalty savings. In addition, there is a space on the Future Cruise options for you to list me. Ensure I receive credit for helping to plan your future reservation. So I appreciate it if you would do that, if you take advantage of that program. It must be reserved within 2 years of purchase. It must be purchased on board or within 30 days of your disembarkment date, your final cruise date. We talked about double future cruise benefits expiring June 30th, extending the 5% future cruise benefit savings for even greater cruise savings when you reserve select dates from the hot dates, which I have those. Okay, solo travelers, you get benefits that I have not talked about before. A waived single supplement on certain 2027 Europe departures. This offer is applicable to all stateroom categories except for A plus, AA plus, and suites. That expires July 31st, 2026. No single supplement for certain departures in those categories you talked about. Ongoing or until June 30th, 2026 is a 10% single supplement on certain Europe, Colombia, and Asia departures. It's applicable to all categories except for A plus, double A plus, and suites again. Okay. Always available for solo travelers, a 25% single supplement available on fixed window staterooms on all Europe sailings, as well as Category C staterooms on all Mekong Far East sailings. Select ships in Europe feature single occupancy staterooms where you have no single supplement. Those are the Amadante, the Amadoce, Amalira, and the Amacello. They're available at standard per person cruise fare with no supplement. Awesome. Military service members we already talked about. The savings are not applicable there to safaris and wildlife cruises. We talked about the 2-for-1. And that's pretty much all of them. We went through all of the promotions. So what I would like to do is give you guys the opportunity to forward your questions to me, and I'll answer them one-on-one for you. If you want to get started on planning your tour, planning your vacation, planning your cruise on a luxurious river cruise experience, reach out to me. We'll get you started right away. Make sure you get all the promotions and benefits that are coming to you. You'll find that there's not too many people that work hard like I do. The only downfall is sometimes I have to always remember to not call people or email late at night because I'll be working late into the night on your cruise, on your vacation, to make sure you have the best experience. Sometimes I tend to forget and I can't send messages out late that late or call folks that late. So I try my best not to do that. If you want to get started, Stapleton Direct Travel can be reached at 330-328-3205. Email address is steven7867 at Ameritech, AMERITECH.net. Or you can choose my website, which is amawaterways.com, one word, /agent, one word, Stapleton Direct Travel, all mashed together. Those three words, Stapleton Direct Travel. And I'd be glad to be your agent of choice, not just for Amawaterways, but this site is particularly designed for Amawaterways, but we do trips all over the world, wherever you want to go. So if Amawaterways is not your thing, that's fine. we can help you get other ways. But I'd like you to book with Amawaterways. That's why we're here today. This is specifically devoted. I'm gonna go. Hey guys, I'm gonna go out here and enjoy this weather we're having. This beautiful sunlight. It's at my back. It's warm. I love warm weather any day over the cold. I'll take 91 degrees in the shade, my friend. Heck, I'll take 120, 130 degrees. It doesn't matter to me. But I thank you for being here Wednesday nights. It's something that I don't take for granted. You're the reason why we are here, and we want to be your agency of choice. Reach out to me at your earliest convenience. If you forgot the numbers and the email address I just gave you, I'm going to drop that in the tail end of this video. Thanks again for coming tonight, and we will see you next week.